wildest firing below. Soon may the streamer man come to bring us battle energy and guns. One day when the pushing is done, we'll all take their beast and go. Was safe, no flank was free. The pressure built relentlessly, but we scaled up our economy and turned the ebb and flow. Soon may the streamer man come to bring us metal energy and guns. One day the pushing is done, we'll take their base and go. 40 minutes, maybe more. The front line shifted to and fro. We lost the edge, then took it back. Still neither side would go. As far as I've seen, the fight's still on. The line is broke, no side is gone. The streamer man calls, we carry on and rally every soul. Soon may the streamer man come to bring us battle energy and guns. One day when the pushing is done, we'll take their base and go. Soon may the streamer man come to bring us battle energy and guns. One day when the pushing is done, we'll take their base and go. Soon may the streamer man come to bring us metal energy and guns. One day when the pushing is done, we'll take their base and go. Soon may the streamer man come to bring us metal energy and guns. One day when the pushing is done, we'll take their base and go. We'll take their base and go.
The calm and his men spread wide on the map and built up from their zones. The fields were ours by mix and power. Where we push, we'll roam. Yo ho ho, hands raise the eagle high. Yo-ho, teams and raiders, never let it die. Yo-ho, move together, push the front line high. Yo-ho, teams and raiders, never let it die.
Some lanes collapse, and some hold the line, and others expand for free. With the keys to the lap, and the pressure to snap, we fight for victory. Yo-ho, all together, push the front line high. Evo, teams and raiders, never let it die. The pain has been called from the front line brawl. Do you hear that warning tone? It's the call to engage. Unleash the rage. We're taking the map as our own. Yo-ho, all together, push the front line high. Evo, teams and raiders, never let it die.
every time that I load up the lobby. All these plays in my head getting sharper. The last game's gone. Yeah, it's snowballed from dusk until dawn. Isn't that the way? Everybody's got their ladder points to pay. Yeah. Oh, oh. I know nobody knows how the mid-game suddenly explodes. I know it's everybody's sin. You've got to lose to learn how to win. Half my time's in build orders and pages, learning strats from the pros and the sages. Review the map, call the plays, hear the comms overlap. Oh, stream with me, stream for the clown, stream for the chaos, the perfectly timed. Queue up with me, even just for today. Maybe tomorrow we're scaling and wiping the face away. Oh, stream with me, stream for the year, stream for the laughter, the hype and the fear. Queue up with me, even just for today. Maybe tomorrow we're T2 and blowing them all the way. Streamer! Streamer! Streamer!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this isn't our normal starting screen. It turns out that it's somebody's birthday, and some big lobbies were made. So while that's all coming to a head, we thought we'd jump in and cast it. So the modifiers on this one is 10x speed. So you're going to be seeing quite a lot of fast units. You've missed the big comm pushes, and now it is turning into a bit of a survive what anyone can throw at each other, get that eco up and push through. Some really good ideas, rezzing comms and detonating them straight away for maximum damage inside of enemy bases, always a good time. And now we have rolling bombs from both teams.
Bro, have you seen the red team? They're definitely losing, but they have this one unit that's about to come up in 20%, the Epic Stormbringer. If that goes live with, what's the 10 times speed? I don't
It's going to
think
be
10
hard to
times
shoot down.
Yeah, 10 times speed. I don't know if the anti-air actually even reaches it. There it goes.
Question is
it fast enough?
does it hit anything? Because normal bombers don't.
Oh, no. Oh my god, okay, that was actually very anticlimactic. He's going for that. I feel like you could have built like 500 T1 bombers for that.
But they miss as well. They don't. They fling the bombs. It's great. We've seen on this map, if you get them to release while they hit these mountains and they are on an upwards angle, the bomb really flies off into the future. In the background, we do have some mammoths that are making their way through the red base. Unfortunately for them, low power, so they're not firing on all cylinders. Red team really is trying their best, but... Oh, there we go. Epic Lich hits its target every time. What's it going to go for next?
It's missing a lot, that's for sure. It does not shoot.
It does not get a second round off, but it got an entire economy, so that's kind of good enough. And it does look like they're going for more epic liches, which is definitely the play. Right now. But they just have to keep their front alive. Blue needs to get all their units going and pushed in. I feel like the turret turn radius needs to be put up in this situation as well. Because we have a lot of units that are not doing too much.
I think this needs to be like shooting from a distance. I think it needs like time to drop that missile. I mean, it's doing a lot. It's put the red team back equal with eco, just that one plane. Can they come back? So there's one.
I look, red
commander
team's
left.
filled
There's one
the enemy
commander
base
left.
with they've filled the enemy base with Centurions, but there's so much build power here, they're just getting eaten like crazy.
And it was called at the start of this, whoever had the least amount of, the most amount of comms after 10 minutes is the winner. We're up to 18 minutes, and that was just because we were too lazy to start Koth while this was going on, because it was pretty cool, so we're going to let it finish. They are looking for that last commander. He's down there. Oh, there you go.
There you go. Red team sacrificing too many comms on the other side of the map. GG, well played, and that is the end of the 10x speed insanity. Though, what do you reckon, Twig? 10x speed Koth, and only 1 minute of build time.
That would be definitely interesting. I mean, that would be a quick game, I feel.
And yes, for those of you that are asking about the title, we don't control the title on the official. We're allowed to stream there, but a official person from Beyond All Reason needs to change the title if it's going to change. We are merely the entertainment. And we'll get this one set up with 35, with almost 40 peasants. This should be a decent showing on Throne, but we will go with low bonuses for the kings.
That's right. I forgot Tom's not here. Thanks for the follow there, Sezzy. With Tom not here, one of us actually has to set this up, don't we? Oh god. Oh god. Okay, Throne is somewhat set up. Maybe Nightmare's set the latest. Better ask in game there. While Prey sets the 7 commanders, I will see if I need to reset this map. Nightmare's not there, so I am guessing. What do we got? We've got, yeah. Maybe it's already been set.
I think we'd have to be on the mode anyway, for the previous game to have happened, because it was plenty of people.
Force load. Maybe Chrono's done it.
That is also quite possible. It looks like we've lost a lot of people from Team 2.
Probably because people didn't want to be down there. But I'm just going to check that the unit tweaks. There we go. Just turn those on. Turning the arbiters, etc. off so we can't shoot up over the hills. Alright, we need 7 comms down there. Looks like we've got them.
Well, people keep changing around, just making it difficult.
Is fuel no longer bonus? Alright, grumpiness is here.
Okay, it looks like we have 7. Very good. Very good.
And a happy birthday to Grumpiness, aka Two Pumps Day. Or yesterday, depending where you are. I think we're good to go.
I think we are. Let's throw a ring command in there.
Without Tank Tom here, we have to, don't have to. We just can't
It does look like
multitask.
we have some interesting things on. Let me just deal with that. Extras. Extra unit pack is on. Legion faction is on. Looks like the cheats are reset.
I don't know what
I
the
think
tweak,
we're good to go.
tweak unit. I think I have to untweak a unit. Bruno, I don't know if you know how to do that, but we got some tweak units there. Unless that's leave the tweaks. All right, no worries. I thought animal amount. What is animal amount mean? That just means more penguins walking around the map and crabs. All right, cool. Shall we?
I've just got a message from someone. Michaelius, is that someone we know?
Doesn't ring a bell.
We're happy to put you as king for the second game. That's no worries at all. But we don't like to play favorites.
He's a king now.
Oh, is he?
Yep, Michaelis.
Oh,
Obviously got a spot.
could I be? Oh, could I move to? Oh, he asked if he could be moved to the peasants. My bad. I didn't even read the message.
Yep.
Yeah, we can swap you out. We can swap you out.
Can somebody else just jump down to replace? We'll appreciate that you actually asked rather than
Oh yeah,
and we just want to make sure
but
Zhao Yang is there. So let's put Zhao Yang as a peasant as well if they're not there.
yeah. We need. So Avalons, let's give you a bonus.
There is a chance that myself, Grumpiness, and Pratus will take on all of you guys who were up about 18 hours ago. We tried it with Duffy and we lost. But if Nightmare's around, we'll get that one going again. Yeah, one more.
Just need one more person down there.
Someone just be that person, be the savior. Thank you.
There we go.
Mr. Heavenfall. And I am going to force start it now. Is that alright with you, Protus?
Yeah, go. Go.
There we go.
There we go.
Smooth sailing. A little bit of a slow start. We're only kicking this one off 21 minutes late, but couldn't
Yeah, but
deny these
we
guys the 10 times
commentated another
speed.
game.
Yeah.
We commentated another game. It's fine.
Well, what we did was watch it for about 10, 15 minutes, but we were like, oh, this probably would have been quite hilarious to commentate.
I mean, I started commentating at the moment I caught up, so I'm good. Twig's just shit.
On the dog.
Twig was leaving you in the lurch.
I am going to find the rules and paste the rules. Alright. Alright. Setting things up in the background once again. Where are you, Tom? Right after you there, I'm going to kick this one off shortly. Is not.
I've just been on mute for a little while. But I am back now. And we are ready to go whenever you are.
Battle started.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to King of the Hill on Throne. Today's a bit of a special birthday event. And so we've got, we might be seeing something interesting later tonight. But for now, everyone join us in wishing a very happy birthday to Grumpiness. And let's get ourselves into the match. So in the middle, we've got ourselves 7 beautiful kings, a nice range of new players, as well as some returning champions. They're going to have 10 minutes to get themselves nice and ready. At that 10-minute mark, the lava is going to drop, and the peasants are going to be let loose on the kings, and the kings let loose on the peasants. Whoever controls the hill at the end of the game wins the game.
We got 7 kings versus 53 peasants today, so quite a good showing for Throne, a game of Throne. Quite often our Throne games will be the second game of the night. It's the first because we had a pre-event lobby going, so plenty of players. Usually want to see above 40 players on Throne, just so that there is some population down in the dry seas. As soon as you get below 40, pretty much everyone has to start in the middle, otherwise it'll just fall too quickly for the peasants. But it's looking good, and there's some very thick blue and pink colours, especially down this bottom right.
Always this one triangle. If you can take out this section here, the team usually does well. The second most important one to look for is up here. Third is over here. For some reason, it is always like that. It's almost like we're creatures of habit.
I think people just like to spawn in and play across the screen, like up the screen. I know.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't rotate my camera at all when I play bar. I always play default.
Heathen.
So some people hate that, but it's just what I'm used to.
Whenever I'm playing,
people spawn down the bottom, I think.
Whenever I'm playing, I always turn it so that the screen is diagonally opposed, so that I have the longest view distance between myself and my opponent. And then I'll zoom all the way down to a horizontal plane so that I'm looking right the way across the map so that I get maximum view distance.
The maximum motion sickness.
Yep. That's exactly how I do it, and no one can challenge me unless they see me play.
There we go, we got a comm detonation by Avalon's in the middle. Surprisingly, no res bots to reclaim that, that energy in the middle. There is about 5,000 to 6,000 energy in each one of those tree stacks in the middle, which can be converted quite quickly, but he's going to get the T2 lab up pretty damn quickly, sub 3 minutes.
And if you look at the energy, nah, not really a problem at the moment.
Looking good, but then how are they stacking up against the bottom right?
Commander self-destructed.
Yeah.
Commander self-destructed.
Yeah, Geo's down, T2's already out, and T2ing. We know that the peasants can do quite well. We know the fastest they can get T2 is around about 1:50, and we're not too far behind that.
Up on the north, it's
but we're getting plenty of comm detonations around the map too, which is quite nice. So the peasants are going to have plenty of money to deal with. But do bear in mind, you want those comms right at the entrances at that 10-minute mark. Because if they come down the ramp with some sort of T3, you can equalize very quickly with a D-gun.
Absolutely. Got 6 minutes left, so at this point, obviously, everyone's scaling slowly. We've got T2 transitions. It would be good to see even a couple minutes' time, maybe 3 minutes' time. some of the peasants start building those spam units. You want to build them up just to try and see if one of these guys in the middle, Heavenfall, Tom Ruler, or Mending, if one of these guys don't defend their ramps, you need to scout that out. We have seen it a few times where they're very undefended. And if there was just a bit of a swarm at the start, it could have been a very quick game. Quick games mean we get more of these games in on the night. So yeah, if you guys hit this hard, we'll hit 4. But we started a bit later today, so it might be a 3er tonight, unless you guys do what you need to do.
The key thing is, once you've scouted those ramps, if you don't think you're getting in, spend the T1 units to control the middle ring, because whoever controls the middle ring usually ends up in a very good position through the map, because it's where you can launch all your sieges from. If the kings control it, their bases are basically safe. If the peasants control it, then they have a place that they can attack from, which makes a huge difference, because the kings will mostly win in whatever location they spend their resources in. They have the T3, they have the individual economy, they can push down any 1 or 2 people, but they can't be everywhere at once, so controlling that middle ring means you can use all of the available launching space to get attacks onto the high grounds from spiders, catapults, vanguards, even Shivas with their missiles are quite effective.
One thing I used to do in this, if I was that eco king in the middle, and we don't really see it anymore, is have 3 T1 labs out, ready for ticks. That's if you're Armada. They're probably Rovers if you or Rascals if you're Cortex, and just send 1 lab down each of these ramps and start going in like a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, so that you can just be down there straight away scouting everything for your team. And the key thing as well, you're getting some units behind these 3 cliffs, just to make sure that you scout out if any spiders are coming. That's one thing I used to like doing, just for that knowledge, that vision. We have seen many times when these spiders come up over those hills.
Oh man. Even if you kill them all, they usually get their shots off. And things like keep you waiting. These wind farms are wildly susceptible to a single spider popping off. A rascal coming up here, sorry, not a rascal, a recluse coming over the hill here will absolutely decimate 32 wind. And whilst it's not the biggest cost, because each wind is only 43 metal, it's still a hefty chunk.
Yeah, build your eco where I've just drawn that box.
Yep.
That there is out of the range of like the spiders when they come up the hill. Sure, the catapults might overfire to here, but at that stage I hope you're pushed out. And also, yeah, you want to kind of be on this side of the mechs, because you want to leave this side over here for the yeah, it's like Heavenfall would go down there and build their eco there, because they certainly don't have any room on their ramp, and you can see all being taken up by advanced solars at the moment. 3 minutes left. These guys probably have another minute of ecoing before they want to start putting defenses heavily onto the ramps. You can see there Mending already started, plenty of build power. They're just trying to get that first fusion up. Might be worth reclaiming some of those wins so it comes up a bit faster.
Yeah, the player in the middle's got their fusion up. You can eat the wins you gave to them. No worries.
Fusions, 2 fusions over on the right out of Tom Ruler. It's looking good.
League is going for an interesting APHIS. Certainly has the build power for it, but they're going to have to eat that T2 lab to fund it, and it's going to be coming down relatively close to the mark. You're not going to get that conversion down very quickly with it, so I don't mind going for the APHIS, but you just have to be very prepared, because you still need to defend around your cliffs. So that'll be things like going straight into maybe a T1 lab and using T1 to defend. But at the moment, we're not seeing anything too crazy that's going to come up that cliff.
Great.
But it's definitely...
Great game sense to build that Tracer out of League, but not great map sense. I would be shocked to see one of these ramps not have something in any space that a spy bot could get through, or a what do you call it, the gremlins, the Armada gremlins that can't be picked up by standard radar. You need the tracer for them, but you're not going to be able to get through these ramps at the start. So that's 710 metal. That's
it's something where I would say that the 710 metal is an investment that you make after you've finished your economy build.
For sure.
There's no because the big thing is you want to make sure that at the 10 minutes you are defendable, and you have the ability to affect the map. what's happening right now is we've got some very light on defenses in a couple of our ramps because they didn't get that economy rolling quite fast enough, or build power, whatever it happens to be. And so it's going to be quite tight. Still a couple of pop-ups and beamers, and we're also seeing some additional help from Keep You Waiting, grabbing themselves some bulwarks right on the ramp there, so that's going to be quite nice. But even though they've scaled really well and got themselves triple fusion, ludicrously susceptible to the cliffs.
Man.
So I think that's a bit of a theme today.
Praedyth, I'm actually very worried. There is 20 seconds left. We've got T3 just being queued up and out of Dominus's lab, and it's going to probably go to Dominus. And
that's a nasty 10-minute surprise.
Yeah, we have. This is going to slow down this T3 lab out of our league, where we've got another probably about 15 seconds, 20 seconds for it to be built. And there goes the lava. What have the Kings got in terms of units? There are 21 units that they've got, and that is it. The peasants, however, let's just span block everything, about 200. So definitely a little bit unprepared on top of the hill.
One thing that you have to be aware of, the Kings can't win from on top of the hill. Does sound like a little bit of an oversimplification, but it is the truth. The Kings can't win from on top of the hill. There isn't enough space. They can do well, and the peasants can lose, but the Kings can't really win it from on top of the hill.
And here we go. I'm just very much watching on the south here. I'm guessing we're just going to see an absolute arsehole move, but I think I'm the first person that mentioned you should definitely do it. Get up on these cliffs and just aim for the tip of the cliff, and it will shoot up and over. No, he's actually found a spot that you can shoot. So straight away shooting up and over. That is damage done to League's base, but we want to see it go further, and you got an Aphis well within range there. And I don't think there's a reaction that can be made. Marauders are being built, so maybe they can push out and around. But Marauders, very easy to degun.
On the plus side, not too much important stuff is being hit right now. It's basically wind and MX. The conversions elsewhere. So this could be a lot worse. This could be a lot worse. Marauders trying to find their way down and around. We'll see if they make it anywhere. But one of the things you have to try to get yourself in this situation is some of those get yourself some of those rattlesnakes or equivalent just around the edge here, so they can fire down. You can manual target some of the nice things like those catapults. Com's been spotted and is getting missiled by the Shivas, but they have found themselves engaged with those Marauders. Marauders not the strongest here. Invisible.
He's going to lose his com. Just standing there doing nothing.
That's right, it's got no energy anyway. But it's done the job that it needed to. It's cleared out those Marauders, and that is all that needed to happen. Interesting tactic on this top-hand side. Wolverines, which I've always said should get more representation in this game mode, just shelling from a nice protected corner. They're about to regret their life decisions of living here, but they've kept the Kings contained on this side, and now we do have that Karganeth pushing them back. Kargi's quite good at doing that, especially against small T1 units. And now the game's entered a bit of a stabilization phase. The economy is too far in for League to be taken out easily. Only a handful of the catapults in attendance. But if there aren't more defenses built soon, we'll see some problems. D-gun.
Went up the worst possible spot. Very unfortunate, but if he just goes up and around, I think he'll be alright. And if they get sight of that Aphis with that catapult still here, it's bad time. The League is really just being APM drained at the moment, if not anything else. Zooming out a little bit.
It also does hurt losing all of the mexes. That's never fun. But the build power is not there to spend what he does have. Converting, only just managing to convert it all, and those missiles are getting uncomfortably deep. Ooh, trying to build a lab on the low ground to deal with that. I like it, but it means that it does mean that the comm is out of place, and now we do have those termites that have made their way in.
Not seen yet. If only they were
They
spread
are
out.
getting some damage done.
If only they were spread out.
Oh my god, they've barely seen anything. They have found one of the converters, and that converter's in a pretty bad spot. That does take out the build power, but it does look like the Aphis is safe for now, but Kargi's now on the cliff. And making their way up, this one should definitely see the Aphis. Any moment now, vision range just popping. There it is. There it is, it knows. They know. They know where it is now. League
Bomb has
trying to
been
keep them
seen.
back from it. But going to be a bit of a struggle. Now we are getting help from other players, which is exactly what's needed here to stabilize it. Problem for the Kings. No one's managed to push out just yet. Everyone's fighting their own little self-contained battle.
I'm surprised that the catapult has not been... He's trying to get vision. Grumpiness is trying to get vision to hit that Aphis. If he just pinged the top of the cliff, he'd probably get vision quite easy. So what I mean by that is just aim while he's standing there, aim there and hope that the overshot will clean it up.
The overshot on catapults is pretty crazy.
Oh, just zoomed out in time over on the left. What happened there? The Aphis, it was Recluse. Recluse just took out a fusion that was right on the edge of
Oh man.
the ones that we were talking about earlier. And look at that, the
It's
Aphis
almost-
that's in the background is still alive. The spot that we said would probably be safe. There you go. Grumpiness is now shooting and hitting that Aphis. I think this is going to be a relatively quick one with two of these wings taken out.
I think it is. Unfortunately, it looks like the relatively new to Kings players are just not knowing what they don't know. And there's the Aphis gone. That's a double economy taken out within a minute. Triple topside. Everyone is falling to spiders. Wizard of Hog, not quite enough defenses up here. These Recluse are going to grab that second Aphis so long as that volley should be just enough.
That is
And that is all three wings falling simultaneously, and this is the risk of basically everyone ecoing at the same time. You've got the player on the right, Tom the Ruler, getting his fusions and Aphis down. Player on the left going heavy into defenses. Each wing went into those Aphis. Just not enough map control and not enough response to the units. You can't let the units live down the bottom of the map here.
Where is the conversion? The Kings team's actually overflowing an absolute bucket load. They're in excess of over 6,000 energy between them. Still need to be converting non-stop. What are these guys doing now? There's only real push out from the Kings on the right, but they're pushing into like a huge minefield. Plenty of LRTs and beamers. There is an AGO out there. That's what they're aiming for. If they can get to that AGO, that really will open a hole up. I don't think they're getting there. These poppers are going to be there in time.
The pop-up's doing a good amount of damage, and the units just are basically driving alongside of them, taking damage from all of them. Sometimes you want to try to skirt around, but if you're already in the range, you're just extending the time between when you can fire it and not. And then we've got the build turrets eating them as well anyway. So I just don't, I agree. I just don't think they're going to quite make it to that advanced fusion. That advanced fusion popping would have been a really nice boon for the Kings, but as things stand, economy is 250% in favor of the peasants. And as long as we see some of the peasants actually use the economy, we should get a reasonably quick game here, pushing into the Kings. Because we do have established areas of entry. All you have to do is keep attacking up at League, keep attacking towards Keep You Waiting, and you should have a good time. Has there been an update to fire? Because the fire particles look pretty good.
This is definitely different now with the demon. More of a jet.
Yeah.
That's cool. I wonder if it's a bit of
That is quite cool.
in a range now as a result.
I think I saw a similar thing out of the Fiends as well. Their jet looked more like liquid fire than flamethrower, which is a nice little change.
Alright, who is getting big? There's some reasonable sight, and Watch Behind's got two Aphis out in the dry sea. I think that's the biggest of the dry sea.
Does it look like we have someone Junoing?
Oh no.
Just remember, no attacking the opponent's bases with your static defenses. Just keep that one in mind. Otherwise, we'll have to find the Juno and take it away.
Along with the host of that Juno. There you go.
Because if the opponents can't build spam, it's pretty unreasonable to destroy the ability for the Kings to produce spam, because they only have 3 ways down the ramp. So you know where you're going to hit them.
There you go. Rue did update those, as he calls them, lame throwers. I think that's a typo. The flamethrowers. Yesterday. That looked pretty awesome.
On the top side of the map, we've just had a single Razorback make its way through, grab the advanced geo and everything around and along the way. Little bits of damage like that do help, but and the economy is getting clawed back towards the Kings. They've dropped it from a 250% to close to a 150%, but that does mean the Kings are only getting out on the map minimally. And if you look at some of these dry sea players, for example, Zaru has just managed to get their first Aphis down. They're maxed out on metal. This top corner, Aphis on the way. All of these corners are coming into real life right now. So as soon as the force multiplier, which is those outside players, comes online, the Kings are going to have a real problem, because they're already struggling just to defend what's coming at them now in the bottom of the map, and it's about to get worse as these snipers get into range. Build power destroyed, and that is one of the survival conditions taken out right there. Every step forward is a step deeper that the catapults can go. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, the moment your catapults are in range of the high ground, fire on the high ground, because it's almost always full.
Awesome. Apparently there's been an update the day before to the lightning effects. I haven't seen that one yet, so I'll be...
Oh, have not seen the lightning effects just yet.
Now looks less stitched together, more dynamic, and with some branchings too. That'd be neat.
Very nice. I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
Seeing this game evolve over the last 3 years or 4 years, how long it's been. How long has it been? All blur.
It's been a while. It certainly has been a while. I think we were there for one of the greatest changes of the game, which was the addition of the Soul Invictus. It does look like those catapults have located an Aphis up the top. The scouting up the ramp has paid off, and they're getting shots on Kings, about to re-lose that left-hand side. Again, one more volley should do it. There's almost no way that's getting repaired in time. And there we go. Double Aphis goes off, and it also grabs the conversion from the player above. Kings barely holding the line here, and there is no massive attack heading out anywhere. So unfortunately for the Kings, I feel like this one's just going to be one where they bleed for a while before the peasants come online to break through. Just if you're listening and playing, if you're on the peasant side, I would highly encourage that everyone just get into units and start attacking, because if they don't, anyone who does in the game will be over 400% economy in favor of the peasants. So everyone get in there. Big spider push on the top left for the Kings. They've found the comm, which was the only defense, and now they are finding the T3 lab as well as those fusion reactors. This is going to sweep the next layer of defenses as well, most likely, which will allow for an attack from the top side, or they could just go for the middle. There are a couple of bulwarks here, but I don't think that's enough bulwarks to stop at least the volleys from getting the build power.
It'll be close.
With the Rascals mixed in.
Shooters coming in as well. It's going to be tricky. Are there any catapults left on the south there? Not many. They've been cleared out by those demons, I think.
Oof, that was the last comm for the Kings. So that is going to be a peasant victory. Pressure on and never let up. Very nicely done by the peasants there. And Kings, you will learn from this one that economy is good, but not losing to a small number of units at the beginning is better.
Okay.
Whoa, the graphs are... What happened to the graphs?
They look like something that have come out of Excel now.
I do believe the background on the graphs might have changed, so sorry if I blinded anyone with that.
We
Let's
will,
have a quick look at those stats. Grumpiness, 194,000 damage dealt. That makes him the second highest damage dealt in the game, and he was a peasant, so very nicely done. All right, ladies and gents, we're going to queue the next one up.
all right, do we feel Krakatoa for this one? And then I reckon after that, we might jump in with Grumpiness to a Raptor Crater.
Do we have enough density for Krakatoa? We will, on Krakatoa, we will have 55-ish peasants.
We're up to 60.
It's your call.
Fast. It's filling fast. We're up to 63. How many do you reckon we need?
I think like 60 on the peasant side is what I reckon is the minimum.
Yeah, okay.
So we're pretty close to that.
I think by the time we get it set up, we'll have enough. So let's do it. I am
Let's
going
do it.
to, if anyone is listening, Chrono
I'm
Nightmare
on.
doing Krakatoa. There you go. Chrono is all over it. What a legend.
Very nice.
You guys ever seen Chronographer in game? Give him a big pat on the back, along with the mods, Nightmare, Florist, Flow. They have helped us out for a long time. Right, stepping up for Tank Tom. What happens
We're gonna
Tom, when you
need-
choose to go on a date over playing Koth with these lovely people?
We are going to need 9 kings.
Guys, jump on down. There you go. Fuel says the white graph is a bug. So they've fixed it. It's just not been pushed for release yet. So
No,
sure,
no worries there.
Also,
It's look. The fact is, Microsoft doesn't do dark mode well, and they're a multi-billion-dollar company. So I think you can be forgiven for a dark mode bug.
now, if someone in
Same.
chat while we're in lobby, sorry to jump in, I don't want to forget. Is Nation Wars on tonight? Is the finals tonight? Because I don't want to accidentally forget to end stream. Although I'm sure that Nightmare or someone could override that.
What's the bonus?
I'm trying to figure it out in the background. I'm like looking on my other screen. What did we do last week? It was like 20 something. You know what? There is an easy way to figure this out. I'm going to drag him up here. Dominus, what's the bonus from last week? It was a very close game.
I can find it, I think.
It was like 30 or 31, 32.
Wasn't it 25? Oh, no, that's right. We bumped it up because there were so many people.
Yeah, there was like...
And
what was
Rolling
it?
Dad and Rolling Sun got big in the south. You were right. That was like 70 people. So
28 bonus was
Yeah, you gave us a 28 against 60.
Yep.
That's right. So we're probably looking.
That's why I said 30, depending on the king.
Yeah,
Yep.
20 who's down there.
And
We'll look at
I
30.
think we don't have as strong a king team, so I'm thinking the 35s might be about right.
To see who else jumps down there.
35 is still quite a lot.
It is, but we also saw the kings getting reasonably annihilated in the the previous game.
We saw Kings in this lose with a 45, just because of the people that were out there. So we'll see. Maybe if you're jumping down there, Dominus, we'll have to lower it. But
No, I don't want to go through that again.
Dominus was up in the middle in the eco position last week, holding out for about an hour and 15 minutes real time. The game slowed right down. There was 10,000 units in the game after the game finished. So when one team was eliminated, it probably peaked at about 15,000. It got big.
Yeah,
Do not make me cast this. Oh my god.
What are you talking about? I
Actually,
don't know
no,
what you're
one of-
talking about.
One of you guys have to play it. It's balanced, right? Close
Exactly.
enough anyway, yeah.
All right.
Get in there.
Well, I'd like to play it, but I think I'm sticking around to play in Raptor Crater with Grumpiness after this. And
Okay.
And we'll probably
I'm just-
grab one more person.
I'm just being sneaky and sitting in there to try and entice more people.
Maybe I message this person.
Yeah, I wanna go on one of those. I don't know what you call them. 3 medal spots and do a rush again.
Alright, we need 9. 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Jump in there, people.
Or maybe I'll leave watch behind. Yeah, I'll do it.
Watch behind, quite strong, quite strong.
I'll play one of the outside spots. I'm not going middle again.
Quite strong, quite strong.
Lobby's getting bigger too.
No one's let me know in Twitch chat yet. Is Nation Wars on tonight? Please tell me.
I thought that was only going for 2 weeks.
I know it's finals. Unless that's the mess. I'm looking on my other screen. It's currently right now our stream is accidentally called Nation Wars Knockout Stages Finals tomorrow, same time. I'm worried that was streamed last night. Could have been from last week. Bear with me, guys. I do have the spreadsheet with the schedule.
There we go. Does look like we are ready to go though, so I'm going to start the ringing.
There we go. Thanks.
And
thanks, Diggs. That's an interesting pronunciation that I chose there.
We have a 1 OS. Cool.
There's a 1 OS.
it does the 17 and the 1 do concern me a little bit. It just means the player in the middle is going to have to get units down to help them at the 10-minute mark, most likely.
Alright, so it does look like Nation Wars is on.
We were talking about how last week that this was a more advanced map.
It definitely is.
It'll be a quick one then.
No, it's not in the spreadsheet, guys. Now I'm confused. I'm going to jump over to the Discord.
That's all right. Let's kick this one off, Twig.
I'm waiting for the download, the one download to finish. There we go, it's done. We'll start it, or you can.
You force start it. We always have one person do it, so there isn't a.
That's me.
All right. Talk soon.
Alrighty, let's kick this one off. So, name that I can't say on Twitch chat is said that it's in the Discord.
Yeah, I wasn't as hesitant as you. I just went straight out and said it, and you didn't pick it up.
It's okay if we say it once or twice. We just can't say it a lot.
Right, so you're casting this with me. Pulled out.
Yes, I was just there to entice people.
He is a sexy man.
Some people call me jailbait. I don't know why though.
Yeah, there we go. Nation Wars is starting in 30 minutes, so this will probably be the last game on the official. We'll get a raid over to the AllReasonNoLogic channel. Mods, if you're there.
Yep.
And then we're going to drag Grumpiness in for a big one.
The other half is, if you are here for Nation Wars, stick around on the main channel, because it is always a good time. Behemoth, I would highly recommend not being where you are. Very good, very good.
Watch behind, starting up on the hill. It could be a bit closer to those Roxas without them disappearing. I think the explosion radius is only about half that red line around his commander. Won't take it.
I like the safety, though.
Better be safe than sorry. I definitely err on the side of caution when it comes to this game. Always going for the 1 fusion build rather than the 2 like everyone else.
Weakness. It's almost like you haven't advanced.
Following. Why are names so hard? And why are they so far away from my screen? I cannot wait until I'm in the new house. We're going to have a screen dedicated just for the Twitch chat. Thank you for following. Strategis Torino. Strategis Torino. Wasn't that hard. Hopefully, got some strategies coming in this one for us. God, the bottom left is looking disgusting. Where is the one chef?
But they only have one mechs.
This is true. One mech.
We know that the most important thing is what happens at the ramps.
Yes. We
And right
seen it
now,
get big.
we are seeing some weak ramps.
Oh wow, there's even some spots that haven't been occupied.
We are seeing some weak ramps.
People, what are you doing? We did see this in one of the first games of this new map. Was huge ecos in the corners, but the peasants fell so quickly that the kings were able to just walk straight out, and there was not enough time to react to the quantity of units they sent out.
One of the things that's really interesting about this map is that it doesn't play the same way that the other ones do, where any one leak can end the game. If you destroy a king's lane, there's so much space and time. Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to King of the Hill on Krakatoa. We're here to go back in time and spread the ashes of war. In the middle, we have 9 kings. They're braving the mixed balance. This is a game that teeters on a knife edge, depending on who is in the middle and who is not. If every lane holds, they're in for a good time. But if any lane falls, the player in the middle is going to have a lot of work caught out to catch them back up, because they start with no metal spots. One of the interesting starts we do have the 4 geos, so they have to work out that strategy very precisely. Around the outside, we do have quite a lot of players managing to co-op in this bottom left corner. We have a very large number of the peasants working together to make the bottom left-hand corner. Joining me in this match is Twig.
Going to be a big one, and if it's anything like last week, hold on to your seats. We had a game that lasted over an hour, real life. The bottom left, where this big eco is as well, starting, we had Rolling Dad and Rolling Sun build up like a 50 APHIS eco, and after so much pushing, Kings completely wiping the right hand side of this map, the peasants managed to, I suppose, come back and show them their hand, get in there, and huge explosions in the middle. That's the way this one ends, because as you can see, these kings, they start 8 of them around this modified Krakatoa volcano, and there's a lot of flatness all through these areas here, all the same height map. So hot tip, if you are a king, sure, build all your initial eco where the mexes are, but as you get close to that 10-minute mark, send a couple constructors up onto these hills, drop down a turret or 2, construction turret, and build some decent eco up there as well, because if you do happen to fall, at least you got a backup, you're still in it. And there are a lot of choke points in this game. If you do fall, to your left, to your right, mountains behind you, mountains in front of you, mountains. So even if the peasants do get through, it's quite easy to then choke the next things. And with so many kings in this game as well, they can all respond and help you out.
One of the things about defending these areas, if every king takes just a single one of these ridges and builds defenses on it, it is incredibly hard to break through. We haven't seen that done to a full extent just yet, because almost all the battling has taken place either beyond it or before it, but that would become a very hard to pregnate bastion, though it wouldn't leave much space for the kings.
Indeed.
And with this much space around the map, free reign for the peasants is not a good thing. For a second, I thought there was an APHIS coming down to the bottom left corner, but it is just a fusion. Still a 3-minute 3-minute fusion. Looks like it's going to be up at around about the 4.5-minute mark, just based on how much build power is sitting there. Pretty impressive stuff.
Now, it's really interesting what these guys are doing. Jalio currently having the T2 lab reclaimed. You can see some others were reclaiming it at the same time. You got to make sure that all the eco is with one person, because whoever reclaims that last HP of the lab will get the whole reclaim. And if you don't have a metal storage, it will overflow. You can see Elio there has one down, has 4,800 potential metal.
Self-destructed.
Why is he healing it
How
now?
does
They've decided to give him
Grumpiness
another
have 10 commandos?
Commander self-destructed.
What?
Commander self-destructed.
I'm guessing something interesting's happened here.
Shenanigans.
It's a happy birthday. Let's just hope these don't abuse it too much. We don't want to see the game wreck too hard.
Thankfully, they don't do too much at this stage of the game. They're probably just going to lay some mines.
Yep.
All
Nice
right, looking
defense
at the
phase all right.
looking at the middle of the map, does look like those T2 transitions are happening for quite a few players around the outside. It is too far to commie eco realistically. I would be interested to see two players trying to commie eco through this path one day, but the map is not quite mature enough for that yet. So all these players just trying to work their way through, get that economy up, and working with the T2 at this stage of the game is just fine as long as they get those fusions up along with the geos. There should be plenty. Would highly recommend swapping them into a prude or something similar when the time comes.
You can see Dominus doing what I was talking about on the Southern King. He has just sent that single T1 constructor up, building a construction turret, and then dropping down some wind. So some backup eco there, and with the T2 lab about to be reclaimed, probably going to be perfectly fine to do that without draining the resources too much. Watch behind. All geos are up, getting that conversion on repeat. 2,000 metal in the bank. I dare say some build power, and T2 lab's going to be dropped down very shortly. He's going to be big. I wouldn't be surprised to see all four upgraded to advanced geos by the, what bonus have we got? 34%. He is definitely getting these upgraded. So I've practiced this with 30, and you can get all four geos up and a demon out by the 10-minute mark on plus 30.
Question is the demon going to be the right call, or is it going to be a little bit more eco? You're going to play that one by ear just based on what's going around the map. You have a look at how everyone's going, and then you make a decision based off of that. And one thing which is really interesting, every single king has T2. We are blessed today, Twig. We are almighty blessed by the Lord and mighty Savior Homelander. We have all T2 labs.
It's been a problem in the past where, yeah, it's been weeks of trying to balance this map. We just have not been able to quite get it because there's either a complete wipe in one way or the other, and last week was the first time it got close. So we really appreciate the fact that we are seeing T2 throughout, and not going to be any weak lanes. There is a one chef. They're doing absolutely fine. Possibly a risky choice going to the advanced geothermal though. Very risky there.
I mean, look, I go it. I rate it. You just have to make sure that you get rid of it quickly, and it doesn't take that long to get rid of. The bonus it gives you for the couple of minutes you have is well and truly worth it. Yeah. And a lot of players seem to be making that decision as well. So we do have some going straight into the prude. The prude still gives plus 750. And it does not have that explosion, so you can play it either way. I like to play the game risky.
Anyone doing the Serb? The Serb has been nerfed massively, because that was one of the things we found, that you could just not push into the Serb until you had T2. So the first rushes were absolutely pointless with the 1400 range that the Serb had, and it is, that's another prude. Wow, no one's doing it. Someone please drop one down. I'm just going to go back to the lobby. Have we turned on the reduced prude, which has a 600 range? I cannot see it there. Did we forget to turn that on?
Well, if we did, the Kings are going to have a nice defensive advantage. But it should just be part of the base settings, as far as I know.
It's there and just not labelable.
Oh no! Daoshi's locked his constructors into his advanced geo wall. That's not ideal. But it does look like that is being cleaned up now. Minute and 30 to go. Let's have a look at what's on the map. We should start seeing some units being developed at this point. 17 combat units, of which one of them is a bronze resource generator. Why is there a bronze resource generator?
That can probably disappear.
Commander self-destructed.
That's interesting. That's this over here, bronze resource generator. That's plus 20 metal.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky. All right.
Self-destructed.
With 1 minute to go, we want to be seeing quite a lot of units out of the peasants, and I don't think we are gonna be seeing that. There doesn't look like there's any lane that's actually planning on being particularly aggressive. King's getting ready their defenses, but they are gonna have very limited things to defend against, so that's an interesting start for them, and it will allow them to go into some pretty nice eco, hopefully, or potentially push out, because the defenses for the peasants are quite sparse if you push through the mines. In fact, there are a few places with no defenses at all.
It is looking quite unfortunate over on the bottom right. King Citizen 3 has an army ready to push, but they're going to come across all these medium mines. Medium mines do quite a bit of damage compared to the light mines.
Commander self-destructed.
So very kind of nightmare probably to drop grumpiness those commandos that have gone and put them down. Quite unfortunate for the Kings. So
Commander self-destructed.
feeling a little bit sorry for you guys there if you're going to push out and lose your unit straight away. Lava's gone. What's happening?
Lava is down, and we do have some attacks going on right here. Small number of units checking out Citizen 3, but they are being pushed back. And then we do have a tremor pushing out from Daoshi on the left-hand side. We do like to see those tremors in this game mode. For everybody else, it looks like a pretty passive start. Spiders look like they're coming over the hill from Thule. Those should be able to do a good amount of damage. League did play reasonably well last game, but was very susceptible to those spiders. Looks like he may well be again. We'll see how that one runs. This is where it's very important for Watch Behind to have the ability to produce units and react quickly, because those spiders could become a big problem if they're not dealt with quickly.
Interesting stuff going into T3. He's just already got up almost a second APHIS, as well as those 4 advanced geos plus 150-ish metal. He's getting very big. Here come those spiders. They're somewhat ignoring the front line. Just going to probably pop all of that conversion.
All the conversion. Oof. And this is where Watch Behind needs to be switched on. Got to get those units out to defend this, because we do see League has managed to get some economy up on the hill, and if he loses that, he's going to be in a very bad spot. Does look like we're getting some Arbiters over the wall just over here. They do get a decent amount of penetrative range from this side of the wall, but it is nothing too bad. They can't hit the core economies, which is quite nice. That's why we do have them on. We do have those Fiends getting in there. Wow, big damage from the Control D on the Fiends, and that one pop-up is going to clean up at least one of them, or push them back. So nicely defended just there. It is most certainly hurting League, but they do have that secondary economy on the hill, which is a really nice boon for them.
Not over for them. Plenty of defenses there on the front line as well, with all those pop-up pit bulls. But the spiders are not stopping out of field, so they're going to be quite the pest. Luckily, Much Soup has gone and sent some sharpshooters over there. They take out, I think they one-shot these recluses. Zooming back out, are the Kings getting successful anywhere? Doesn't look like it. More spiders coming over on the bottom right, the other bottom right, and probably the King's biggest push is on the south, just losing a bunch of incisors. Dominus has realised that there is just so much orc. Yeah, those mines were nasty. Only luckily on the bottom 4 lanes.
Does look like some recluse on recluse action between Citizen 3 and Much Soup. Does look like the peasant spiders have the favor just here, but at least it is known and should be reacted
top
to.
left in the one Chev newbie
no.
has seen the advanced geo.
Oh
See
no!
the first base in a big way go
Not
pop.
the advanced geo.
That is everything but 3 mexes.
Oh
some
no!
turrets and the commander, and he's down to plus 59 energy per second. So going to be relying on overflow right now. Watch Behind having to go down there and react. Watch behind is getting very big. Very
And
big.
it only takes a couple of spiders. And now that, because of, we do have a pause over here, whereas it has been unpaused. It does look like the Kings are in trouble because the spiders have taken enough units off of the front line for League that the handful of arbiters have managed to push through the defenses. Units are in, spiders are on the hill, and that is 2 wings of the Kings that have just taken some pretty significant damage and are being pushed back. It means less scaling in the middle of the map, more units being constructed, and more of a hard time for our Kings. Still, economy is not too badly in favor of the peasants, which is sort of expected at this point with how many of them there are. We'll have to just see how this one goes, but now everyone is defending it from their sides. Don't forget to wall off between the between yourself and your other kings if necessary. Gunslinger's a good choice here when it's spam coming through. They're going to keep alive for quite a while because of that healing factor, and then they will also push through. But not being on the front line means that plenty of damage is coming through. Snipers are a good call for defense, but because of the way the terrain is, they don't get line of sight until the units are quite close. You have to really position yourself on the crest of the hill if you want to be able to fire across. That's sort of this kind of line is where you need to keep those snipers if you want to use them most effectively. Kings are not having much luck pushing out at the moment.
Yeah, it's looking stale. However, I do think that we're going to see a stage where Watch Behind just cannot spend their eco, and I say that the T3 lab comes up. I wouldn't be surprised to see demons be pushed out along with some catapults, maybe something like that.
Something heavy hitting with spam should be able to break its way out nicely.
Yeah, there you go. It is the demon. That is the choice. It is my favourite choice out of Cortex in these King of the Hill games. Back's really reinforcing with these tremors. I just wish they were on a bit more of a fight command with spam going out. I mean,
yeah.
spam probably can't get out through its own fire, but at least it will get vision of anything coming this way. Because there really is not anything out here. If he just pushed, he'd have quite a clear walk, and probably has the easiest lane to walk into. Maybe bar north, where Keep You Waiting, the Judges player, only has a couple wardens to get through.
I feel like Kings end up in this defensive trap too often, where they are very focused on surviving, and it allows the peasants to really get away with everything. Because if you look at this area, if you were to attack here with pawns, the first problem you'd run into is halfway into the next bay upwards from Whitehead, because they've got some spiders, and then that's it. Everyone else is just ecoing and nothing but eco. The totality of what stands between Daoshi and destroying this entire side is 6 pop-up dragon claws and 35 grunts.
Oh,
that's not a force.
What was that? Judges just lost their advance. Geo with arbiter shots, I believe that was.
Oof.
Yes, it was, and it was negotiators. Sorry, quite a range on these
negotiators.
Things. Yep, that's exactly.
You got to be careful with those, and they have to be turned into prudes or eaten or turned into just one of the options that doesn't explode,
okay,
because they are
on the right.
They are such vulnerable points. And there we go. We do have fiends and grunts pushing out ahead of the demons. Most of that force blown up by a really good comm explosion, but that does mean the demon lives it, and this is going to be a player straight away essentially eliminated. The question is, where are they going? And I don't mind this, actually. These corners feel incredibly safe, so getting units up into them early when they don't have those defenses is quite huge. It does look like the arbiters firing down. This is the thing, guys. Everybody knows where your geo is going to be. Everyone does. You can see it on the map even if you don't have vision. It's not safe. It is not safe. You really need to turn those into something that doesn't die straight away. They're great for getting the economy up, but they'll blow your whole base up if you leave them.
Not looking good. There are 4 Kings lanes that are essentially down. Watch Behind's been filling in that top right, but now Judges about to lose all 4 of their fusions down on low level. We got newbies.
Destroyed.
Yeah, not really there anymore. Much Soup obviously just losing that Geo on the right, and we're going to need to see reactions out of Citizen 3. Really needs to push north because they're about to lose their fusions if these inverters get targeted first.
It was blown up a second time.
Oh, really?
The advanced Geo was blown up a second time. Oh god. Alright. And look, the thing is, let's say that this Geo explosion for Keep You Waiting hadn't happened. The demons are coming up and they're about to clear the opponent. That would have been another free king in about 2 minutes after they got blown up by a comm explosion and by the Geo explosion, and they were at no risk of losing their lane if that hadn't happened.
This is one people where, like, it is possible. You look down at Dominus's lanes and Citizens 3's lane,
every single lane individually is very easy to win. It's very hard to push deep, but every lane individually is easy to win. If you push.
Yeah, and we're being critical. Like, sure, if you have not done this, and we're encouraging players to join us, Kings, test out your go. Holy shit, what was that?
That was a demon killing a tick.
What's behind that?
Yeah, so as it turns out, demons are quite good at destroying your own stuff too.
And guys, this might be good timing because Nation Wars is coming up in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So it'll give us good time. If Nightmare or Flo are there, please go on raid over to the AllReasonNoLogic channel now. Another eco going down. The backup eco of this player has left the game actually. I don't even know who it is. That was League maybe.
Just to answer your question, Debanon, we do try to stream to YouTube, but we don't have control over the official, which means that it is, which means that if it only goes live if the mods set it to live. If you're stuck on a YouTube, if you need to see it on YouTube, head over to Beyond All Reasons YouTube channel because it's currently Twig's perspective that is live at the moment. Over there. Alrighty, Kings giving it one final go to push out. They're sending those tremors, but the tremors unfortunately are firing at nothing at the moment and getting hit by all of the defenses, so I don't think they're going to have the best time of everything. And it does look like the peasants are now starting to push their way in a big way. Only 3 kings left. I do like that a couple of the kings got economies on the hill. Those have just been exploded, but that one definitely did help on this right-hand side, where Much Soup had a big loss in their base because of the Geo explosion, but they weren't set too far back because a lot of their eco was on the hill.
Alright, yes. It's as good as over. Dashi Bag, Ominous, Citizen 3, 3 Kings, verse 58 enemies at the moment. Now as we wrap this one up, I reckon the next game is going to be myself, Praedyth, Grumpiness, and then maybe one other. Or verse everyone on Raptor Crater. We tested it last night, got quite big. I'll just make sure Nightmare's around for that one to help us out a little bit. Very good opportunity for the peasants to win again, or maybe we'll redeem ourselves with that extra king in the middle.
I have a very interesting question. So if I'm in game like that, can I still use the lure remove units command as a player? Just asking for a friend, obviously.
I think that would result in you not playing for a week or so, or whatever. No, I actually reckon you'd have to be a spectator.
Yep. You know, it's just an idle curiosity, obviously. Definitely not trying to work out ways not to embarrass myself. So, oh dear, penetrative fire right now coming down onto the fusions for Daoshi. He's done well to hold off, but the missiles from on high, those arbiters are going to do plenty, and the hounds punching through as well.
They actually look like they have the Gorse again when they're shooting down from that hill. They used to have a Gorse ability that thoroughly miss. It was like one of my
I
favorite
loved
things.
I loved the Gauss cannon. Swapping between heavy plasma and Gauss was one of my favorite things.
It even took
in,
out air to a
in the
degree as
Hound.
well with the gas mode. People
Because
watch behind's old commander is still sitting up on the hill at 1 o'clock of the King's base if you want to go find it. Want this one over. If you can't tell, Dashy Bag's economy going down. Just Citizen 3 remaining. Guys, if you want to resign, wouldn't complain. Someone take watch behind's base, please. Yeah, it's been seen. And whilst this one slowly wraps up, we'll just try and get things rated over in the background.
And then we do have the very last com making a heroic push up into a literal wall of pitbulls. We will see how this goes. Looks like it has been targeted. It is not radar. It is not cloaked, which means that even invisible, it's being seen by those radars. The rattlesnake is firing some inaccurate shots. It doesn't look like the peasants have got their pinpointers up just yet. And I reckon this king is going to make it right to the edge of the range of those pitbulls, and it does. That is the last com for the kings. GG and well played out of the peasants. And kings, you did very well pushing out, but unfortunately the geos living beyond the 10-minute mark and not being converted into something that doesn't detonate was your downfall. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the incredibly bright graph that's just blinded me again, and we will jump into the next one. Thank you for watching.
Okay, let's see if Nightmare's there. I think we are in the middle, Prey. I think we are.
I think we just might be.
Hang on a sec. Grumpiness might be stepping out. Just to go. Uh-oh. All right, this might just be...
Oh, no.
Did he jump down there? Oh, no, he can... He's going to do it.
Okay.
All right. Go there. If you want to start setting this up...
Yep.
Hope that Nightmare is around or flow. We might need a few comms given to us. And we're going to go with watch behind as well, I reckon.
Okie dokie.
All right, I'll be back in about a minute.
No worries. There we go. Looks like we are pretty well.
Hello.
Tank Tom's joining us all the way for the last game.
What's going
I
on?
heard you were out with a very nice man tonight.
Sure. Did you want me to jump in with you guys?
I think we might just have to sub you in for Watch Behind. Unless you want to lead the charge against us.
Look, I feel like that's probably the more successful way to do this.
You'll agree it's probably better if Tom's not on the team where his computer can lag out.
Nah, we're gonna do it this way. This is the way of things.
Okay, is the lava on? It looks like it all got set up. Thank you, whoever did that, Chrono or Nightmare.
Twig, you realize that just means that we need to win earlier rather than later, right?
Correct.
I know
All
that
power, all the
already-
time.
You're about 5 seconds behind by the 15-minute mark.
It hasn't been as bad lately. But yeah, if it goes to half an hour, it's going to be struggle.
All right, ladies and
Uh,
gentlemen, let's kick this one off.
Before we do, we just need a raid from the official, because they don't start Nation Wars, so we won't start that until it's happened.
Should I stop streaming to that one?
We'll just see if the raid happens, so that people don't lose their view.
Oh no, they're pushing early. That's not good.
That's terrifying. I can't remember the last time they
There
did
we go.
that.
It looks like the raid has happened, so I'll give it 10 seconds and then I'll stop streaming.
There we go.
Welcome everybody to the same stream but with a different host.
Okay, we can probably do this now just so that one person force starts it. It's going to be me.
It's going to be Twig this time. Twig is the designated force starter for the night.
And the trumpets they go. And the trumpets they go.
All right, Pray, you're good to end that stream so they can take it over for the Nation
I
Wars,
have.
and we'll probably be sending that one
Raiding back to Nation Awards in a minute.
back that way. And it is still quite early, so we might have even time for one more. Now, because there's 4 of us, I reckon we do this where we each get a corner and a flat to take care of. So I'm going to spawn at the top right, and then also I'm taking that, if I can draw on it. Me.
Yep. I guess I'll do this bit, I guess.
Thanks for following. Aveno.
Question is, what is the unit of choice to try and win this with? Because I kind of want to have defensive pounders, but I also want to have Razorbacks.
Oh my God.
That's the 4. What have I done? I've clicked in the wrong spot. All right. Now, if you can, Nightmare, if you're listening in, we would love each a second commander.
I mean, I don't want one. Too confusing.
I just used mine to go build the mixers.
Yeah, I'm going to do that too.
I don't know if I can do that myself, Chronographer. I can only remove units. I can't add them. Or if I can, I haven't figured out the code.
I mean, we can. We just
don't
need
want
the
to know because I might abuse
IDs
it.
and stuff.
Okay, we'll give them a couple more minutes before we check the enemy's team. There's a few red dots still. 1 red dot. Give them another few seconds to load in. Now I'm going to quickly paste the rules.
There we go. A very nice rules pasting right there. Twig has recently learned the wonders of Control C and Control V. He's been operating in the construction industry for close to 20 years before someone taught him that one.
Just apply it to my whole life as well. Copy
Yeah.
building,
Amazing how
paste
much
building.
quicker the buildings go up. You can just copy one and paste it, and job
Yep.
done.
Yep. That's why you see them walking around with those giant keyboards. There's a guy, I can't remember what his name is called, but he made the he was the guy responsible for the Cherry MX Purples. He makes a lot of keyboard videos on YouTube. Very funny guy.
I didn't realize they came in purple.
Yeah, they do. They were a limited edition run specifically like for him, distributed by him. I've got like 200 of them in the house. If you want to swap over to Cherry MX Purples,
That doesn't
they
surprise
are
me
essentially
at all.
Cherry Browns but better.
Right, let's just hope that we haven't been restricted to the no rush. Last night when we did this, the no rush actually got applied to us, so we couldn't leave that starting box.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. With a
That
plus
would
100, I
be
think we could still
rough.
kind of do it though.
Yeah, see how we go.
4 mexes each.
All
4
right,
mexes each, a plus 100 and a small area to defend. I'm down. I'm game.
all right,
Actually,
Nightmare
be
is
6
there.
mexes each.
Nightmare would love an extra com each. I'm gonna force start
Looks
this
like we have
now.
to start first.
Let's force start this and let's
Done it.
get it underway. Let's go.
Oh, he's already
Oh,
done
we
it.
start with 2,000 metal. That's great.
That is handy. In fact, let's
Yeah,
just go
that's very
straight into
handy.
lab. And with that sort of help as well, I'm thinking like straight into vehicle labs to get shit out faster.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with the 10 builders this time round.
I'm wondering, you could almost just go straight into a T2 lab with this sort of eco.
That's what I was almost wondering whether it's even viable.
Self-destructed.
I'm also going to build some
Got so much
groundhogs.
energy.
The ability to send mines out is quite good in this for those early
Mines
raids.
would be quite good, yes.
Friendly commander self-destructed.
Build faster.
Destroyed.
Yeah, I know, right? I want my build power spent. Oh, we should have increased build power range. That would have been wildly useful.
That would have been very handy for us. Yes.
You can go T2 real early.
Yeah, you can.
Enough of them. Let's get a few of these out quickly.
Enemy commander destroyed. Low power. Your team reached Tech 2.
Low power. No.
Friendly commander self-destructed.
Interesting decision.
Commander destroyed.
These 3 minutes is already up.
I know. I know.
You know what I haven't done? I have not built any conversion.
I haven't needed to build conversion yet.
I hadn't either, but now I do, desperately.
Tech 2 unit ready.
Yeah, some conversions are a good idea.
Enemy commander destroyed. Enemy commander destroyed. Enemy commander destroyed.
It's a lot of dead comms.
Low power.
God, wind back down. Struggling.
That build power up.
One more constructor and then we reclaim our lab. Get the fusion down. Oh god, and my energy is all off because I relied on wind too much.
We've got some solars. Haha.
No, I accidentally went Armada instead of Cortex. I was hoping for the demons. It looks like we're doing Razorbacks today.
Yep.
I can send you a constructor if you want.
That would be amazing. 2-2 constructor. Thank you, Tom. Lifesaver. I'll definitely do better with them.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Yeah, let's get this guy up. Remember, advanced construction turrets are on.
Oh, I'd
Yep.
forgotten about that. That's good to know. Gonna put a couple of them down.
Okay. Let's get this up here. That's up, that's up.
No,
4
don't
minutes to go.
die on me, wind.
So much APM lacking.
Enemy commander destroyed.
I go APHIS or second fusion. I think I'm doing APHIS.
Yeah, I've done
Need some
APHIS.
energy. Let the APHIS get up.
I'm even going to build some LLTs in the bases just to stop those tick leaks. Seem to always happen.
That's not a bad idea.
First APHIS is up.
You have an APHIS already?
I went straight to APHIS.
went
I didn't
straight
even
to
bother
APHIS.
with fusions.
Yeah.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Viable.
We had enough.
Definitely viable in this 7 minutes. Now, do I
Yep.
go into a second APHIS or do we go units? I'm going to start these light mine productions. Relying on Praetor to the south and Tank Tom to the north to do their
That's a
job.
really bad idea, Twig.
The whole team is wasting energy. Your team reached Tech 3.
Alright, so them going, I guess. of those.
Where's that constructor tank, Tom? Forget.
Ah.
You are overflowing metal.
How's that one?
Unit
Thanks for the follow, big pike guts. Where is it? There we go. Okay, I actually don't have time to get this one out, so I'm going to get the Razorbacks quickly. Pulses are probably going to come in clutch.
Oh god, we are
10
super
seconds left.
close.
Are these not? Oh god, yep.
That's what I didn't do is spam.
Tech 3 unit ready. Lava level dropping.
Okay. Unit slow. Did not build a radar for some reason.
Yeah, I did that too. Oh god, they're coming.
Here they come! Oh god, they actually tick rushed.
They came from the wrong side, damn it.
Oh
Why are
god.
you not making me all the units?
Oh.
Yes!
Ah,
Oh,
repeat.
that's me. That's
Lived
me.
it. Lived it. Lived it. Survived the super tick rush.
Sorry, I am.
Oh. That was nearly a massive problem.
Okay. This is going to be hectic. We're looking good in terms of eco though.
I had been selecting high priority rather than repeat.
Oh dear. Top side.
Oh no.
That is.
Thank Tom. No, he's alright. T3 over here, we've got enough. Alright, it's looking good. It's looking good. Build some conversion there. Followed by another AFIS down here.
Alright, we have successfully lived the first few minutes of the game. That is excellent.
Always a good time.
Pulses are coming down. What
And
we
I'm
need to do is get
spending
some
my
of
metal
these.
somehow.
Yeah, same. And I'm not liking
That is impressive.
What am I being
Put
hit
those
by?
right out. We need to probably think about pushing soon. Where is that T2 that Tom finally built me? Okay, after this is up, we are going to go into Cortex T3.
Yeah, I'm being arbitered. That's the problem. Look, I can actually live with being arbitered at the moment if the back doesn't fall.
Let's start getting up. And guys that are going to help us push out. Maybe these guys on repeat. Got a nice defensive force here. So it's going to go heaps of beamers. Beamer's good. Beamer's very good.
Alright, economy is starting to come online, which is great.
Okay, we're into demons. Let's pick up some apparatus, build space rudely.
I thought you would do that, you bastard.
I will reclaim my converters at some point. Now we need counter intrusion because Rob the Madman's probably.
I've got counter intrusion for my lane.
Yeah. Do it over here.
That is a good.
Healthy units
Yep.
detected. Where are they? Does anyone see them?
Yep, there.
Ping them. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Now, we should probably try and punch one out, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Thinking I'm going to reclaim all my wind, which I definitely don't need anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We're holding.
Why can... Oh, God, there's nowhere I can build this thing. Oh, I guess I'm building it there.
Alright, where are we going to push out and then abuse after that?
Enemy commander destroyed. Units under attack. Unit lost. Warning.
Oh, they are pushing up. I'll come across. Oh, you got Centurions, they clean them up. What I don't love is your lack of cover there. Yes, no pork through there.
No pork through where?
This lane.
Well, yeah. What do you want me to do about it?
Put pork there. I'll do it. I'll do it. Some beamers will do.
Yeah, I got them coming down now.
Okay, we have plenty of Razorbacks. Let's start pushing these out. Demons are going to be what pushes through. Maybe that's the lane to go. Oh, a rule-breaking bulwark up here. It's alright. I'll take it out.
Oh, yeah, I am. Apparently I'm going this way.
What was that? There's a bit of stuff down here. Do you want to rush it with me, Tom? Just clear it out.
Sure,
Yeah,
are we going
let's
up
get
that
that.
ramp too?
Sure. See what we can do with it. Just watch out that you don't kill our stuff with the tremors.
Look, everything's on a move command at the moment.
This is smart, or are we going to get hurt? I think we're going to get hurt. We pull back
That's-
now. Just get
Yeah.
some pork here, Tom. That's a very strong lane. Yeah, one lot of at least ticks going down every lane. Hot tip.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
My conversion is actually my problem right now. Right, you missed. Put it there. Overwhelm them.
They are pushing Tech 3 into me.
I'll push out so I can start distracting them. Let's start pushing this area here. So they should actually go with double automatics though. But
there you go, here's the tick rush. They've tried to use Shivas to punch through. And they're discovering the power of stuff. Twig, can you help just defend that one lane at the moment? Well, because I've just pulled my units back to defend this one. Thank you.
nice moves, people. They wanted to push out here.
Nice you, nice you.
Follow my command. Follow my command. These can probably go into Razorback rotation now. They're through. Finally through. Okay.
Let me provide
Nice.
some assistance.
If you want to come out here, Tom, just make sure you defend that lane maybe. Should I head south
Oh,
or
I'm
north?
just... I'm looking left. There's a lane that's broken, so that means that I can throw a whole lot of stuff up that lane.
Definitely put Kargis in this mix now.
Man, they even got counter intrusions on the front line. Crazy. Rob the Madman, I like your style. But I feel like I just threw too many Razorbacks at the problem.
Are you going for catch up, Tom? Make sure you leave enough there. That's definitely a weak lane for
I'm
us.
coming.
Don't go up that lane. Go up the lane that I actually breached.
There's a few things that are shooting at me, so I'm just clearing them out. Yes, they are not going where they always do.
No, I can beat this corner. Alright. Might maintain this.
The demon production has started. I am starting to play catch up.
I'm glad we have many layers of defense.
If you can push this ramp with me now. Get up into this top right corner.
Yeah, I'm swinging top left as well, because I can get up there, so that's just gonna roll.
All your tanks that you got tigers just sitting down in my ramp, doing nothing.
They're moving. They've got move commands, I should say. They're just not going anywhere, apparently. Get him.
I think I've taken out the top right. Meaning I can start bringing down here.
I need to clear out some of my ramps over here a bit.
Alright. Now send this to down here. What's brightest lane? I think we're going to actually do this.
Never surrender. Never stop, never stopping. Famous words right there.
I need more production, don't I?
Yep.
Just grab another structure.
Top left is dead. Right, top
Where's the
right.
top right?
Is this the first one of these we've actually won?
I think this might be. We haven't won yet.
If we
haven't won yet.
well, we're doing well.
We haven't
lost
yet,
yet.
which is pretty significant at this point of the game.
Yes.
Another product.
The whole team is overflowing. If you had to utilize your food card. Have you been playing some Age of Empires 3?
I know I had a Cortex Commander chronographer, but I'm shit and didn't build a lab.
Put some pressure on him.
Where is his stuff? I saw it. Saw it. Right, Tom, you can send your stuff up here now. Big Kargis on repeat.
Go Kargis, repeat.
Sure, we're going to get degunned very shortly with some of this. There he is. Where is he? There he is. Let's march. Help out Tom.
EMP missile launcher spotted.
And now we're
Ooh,
gonna
EMP missiles are a good idea.
Just saying, my land was cleared out first. Just saying, guys.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
we
good
came
for you.
over and helped you out and stuff.
I did get the easier lane. Me and Grumpiness had the easy walls. You have like maybe a few less players.
Into the corner we go. I did like the tick pushes early. That was
Man, they
if they
nearly
had made
broke
it
through.
in.
They legitimately nearly broke through. It was crazy.
Yeah, they got
Avalons,
in.
no!
They just didn't do a whole lot of
That was a
overly
good comm.
concerned
That was a
damage.
very good comm.
Enemy commander destroyed. Enemy commander destroyed.
Alright, indiscriminate damage. Just poorly micro demons dying to an Aphis. An Aphis, one of the best defensive units in the game of Bar, if you guys did not know.
That way.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
Reinforcements are coming, pray.
Where?
I mean, I just grabbed my entire army and walked it into
Oh
the corner.
yeah, okay, I see. Yep, you've you've cleared yours as well. I feel like I was the weak link. I don't like feeling like I was the weak link.
We did so much better tonight than we did last night at this. We lost at about the same amount of time.
It's the addition of a couple of pro players.
You know what? I've just learnt from my mistakes last night and did not wreck my base with stupid spacings of buildings. Also, I did disconnect at the start. So
That probably didn't help, no.
I was considerably behind Duffy and... Yeah, where is the last column?
Enemy commander destroyed.
It's spread out.
One left somewhere.
Let us go into fast units.
It is.
Sprinters. Oh!
Heavy damage. Destroyed.
What was that?
That was a control D of an eco, I reckon.
Northeast in the ring.
Northeast
The whole team
in the
has
ring.
energy.
Inside the ring or...
I'm guessing that it's here.
Ah, yeah,
no,
there,
there it is.
there.
There it is.
See him?
Everybody go, get him.
Picks are going to get the win. Definitely going to be the demons.
It's gonna be the demons.
Well played, guys.
Well played. And that's the first of these plus 100%ers that I think any team's won.
I
Nice.
think so.
Of course, Grumpiness does everything.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Grumpiness.
look at that. That's pretty good. We all, like... We were all pretty
Damage was
similar in
pretty
that
good.
damage dealt. That's pretty good.
Mm.
That disgusting
That's
graph,
pretty
good.
which is getting updated.
That eco and damage is all pretty much even.
Yeah, Praetor was
Yeah, that's,
actually ahead on eco there, or was that Grumpiness? Was second. Metal produced.
I was ahead at the 10-minute mark, but I fell behind after the fact.
I mean, everyone
Yeah.
was overflowing at the end.
Yeah.
Damage
Could not
received,
spend.
I did not receive much damage. I went for the long range units.
Yep. Damage efficiency. Where's that magic number? Oh no, I got beaten on damage efficiency. I hate that.
I can't even see it. What's your big screen say?
So Grumpiness 130% damage efficiency, me 111%, Twig 153, and Tank Tom at 63%.
Oh my god, Tom.
As a
I do a
team,
lot of units at the problem.
Like as well, your main unit. Alright, I reckon I got time for one more of these. I don't know about you two.
I think that's it for me.
Alright, we'll go back to a normal Raptor Craters now. So if we want 9 Kings in the middle, we'll do one more.
I can't remember the last time I was in the middle on Raptor Crater.
It was fun.
It
I
has.
enjoyed it.
We don't do it very
Just because we
often.
won. Anyone jump down there? Is the team locked? How do we unlock the team?
We will need Nightmare to do that, or Flow.
Nightmare or Flow?
I don't think we can have the
Shadow's asking if we can end the stream together thing.
You should be able to do that yourself. I can hang up myself, but oh, it's Nightmare that has to do it, or whoever has it open on their screen. So Nightmare. I mean, I'll hang up on my end.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Twig's going to take you from here. Thanks for the fun, grumpiness, happy birthday, and thanks for the fun of being in the middle. The plus 100 games are always won or lost in those early pushes, and they're always a good bit of fun. All right, everyone, I'll leave you with Twig. Catch you next time.
Okay. What is happening? I think we're going to have to manually put people on team 2. So if you guys want to play as a king, message in game. Are you staying in there, Tom?
no, I was just in there whilst we were getting.
Grumpiness, aka 2 Pumps, welcome.
There we go.
Very good win there, sir. Doing everything, of course. 2 Pumps, OP, player, streamer. Make sure you guys jump over to his channel if you haven't already and hit that follow button. An all-round great bloke and good friend. We have 5 kings, 4 more people. I'm going to take them back to the standard bonus of about 45. There we go, 2 more to go. Done. You're all there. Let's start adding those bonuses.
Oh, that's fine. Thought it looked weird.
Got a little bit hairier on all sides. I know Pradeth had a few pushes on the lane between me and him. And then on my north, I built a bunch of mines that saved me from those T1 pushes. So many blitz, so many blitz. Like I learnt from last night. I had 4 mine layers just doing their thing on repeat. Okay, we have, well, we had 1 extra. Mr. Tubby, sorry, you're going to be team 1. Thanks, Tom, for helping me set it up. We have missed you tonight. Guys, if you want to check out these King of the Hills, we're here every week. Hit that follow, join the Discord. Throw a Discord into there. And we'll send out an alert every week. We're going 50, are we? Oh, I forgot to update the score this week. What have we got? Kings. Score count. We had we've had 3 games, have we? Went 2 peasants and a king win. The total to 17 kings, 31 for the peasants since we started recording those numbers. That's what we like to see. We like to see a good challenge for those kings. Are we good to go?
There was a peasant that says they've still got a 45.
Ooh, I did see one move out of there, so where are you?
Not that I can see them.
Maybe they're in the spec at the moment.
Oh, there it is. They're in the king. There we go. I think we should be good to go.
All right, if you are good to go, I'm happy for you to do the force start this time.
There we go.
And guys, if you want to check out general streams, I'm also streaming most nights for PvP games. Probably not the same sort of quality gaming that you see Two Pumps doing. I do alright. Hovering around that 30-ish OS mark.
All right. I reckon I'm gonna
Film Commander.
leave you to it.
Oh, let's see how it is. Nail and bail. Story of your night.
Yeah, I've got a few more bits and pieces I need to prep, and then I'm off for a while as well. So I'm probably not going to be around for the next. I want to say 3 big streams we do or so.
Ooh, as in 3 Koths or 3 Wacky Wednesday and Koths combined?
Combined.
A couple weeks.
Yeah.
Well, you're a dog, but we love you. And get back soon.
Will do. I'll leave you guys to it. Enjoy.
Oh no, who's changed the heap metal percent? Ugh. Getting rid of Commie. Must have been Corona or someone else. I mean, hasn't really stopped the peasants tonight. And thanks for letting me know, Dominus. A bit more players to place. Rickshaw still at 60, there you go. Starting this one in 30 seconds, people. PSA, I would usually have music going, but I got YouTube going at the same time, and they don't seem to like. If anyone knows how to stream on YouTube, not have the VOD interference with copyright, please let me know. I do miss the music on Sundays. Alright, kicking it off. I will quickly paste the rules.
Battle started.
Okay, welcome to the final game
Self-destructed.
of the night. Extra couple thousand metal there in the middle. 1.25k going to the kings times 2. That is from the peasants that did not spawn, so they randomly spawned in the middle. King of the hill on Raptor Crater. We have 9 kings, perfect 50 enemies, peasants around the edge of the map. Lava dividing the kings from the peasants. We have a 50% bonus. That is, what is that? About 5% more than we usually do on Raptor Crater. Slightly fewer kings. We usually see, peasants. We usually see up to about 60 peasants, but a lot of familiar names. In the middle, Timmy G, Eco King. It's going to probably take all 8 of these mexes around the middle here. Then we've got 8 kings that get 6 mexes each, typically anyway. They can commie, they can do whatever they like. What we like to see, some defenses up from around the 9-minute mark. Get them up in the last minute so you're not spending too much metal on them too early. Keep all that going into your eco. I'd like to see at least 1 fusion. I usually go for the 1 fusion, bit of wind conversion, preferably T1 conversion. T2 lab out at that 10-minute mark. And these guys, they all need to push out Timmy G, eco hard. Unless a lane's falling or a lane's starting to fall, go out there, help that lane, reinforce it, and get big, son. I prefer these lanes over here if I was playing Bobby's Chaotic Noob, because you have slightly fewer kings that you're up against, peasants that you're up against. You can see just 5 through here. Similarly on the other side, this player's got 7. Whereas in the corners you're going to be coming up against a few more. Same on the south lane, an extra position here up on these hills, so they are possibly the easier kings lanes. That's why I like to play it. Don't have the biggest APM. And now the rules. Very simple. Peasants start on the outside of lava, kings in the middle, 10-minute no rush, and no offensive structures are to be used throughout the game. That means no building any persecutors, agitators, gauntlets, etc. up on these hills that can reach those mexes. Similarly, if you are a king and you build one out here and it can reach these mexes, no. Say goodbye. I will always move those units, or Chrono, somebody else might do the same. Don't send your units across that lava. You'd think the visual cues there. That'll recede at 10-minute mark. Similarly with the no offensive structures, don't go building your Junos, your EMP launchers, and your catalysts unless your intent is just to use them defensively. So that means if you want to be up here in Solus' position, help out your team when you're getting ready, build an EMP and shoot it somewhere at these ramps or even anywhere defensively once the kings kind of push out. Go for it. Do that. That's why we don't turn them off. Same with the Junos. You need to be able to stop that tick spam. In fact, I just played as a king in the last one, and I had 5 labs just constantly spamming ticks. Any peasant could have just gone and repeated Junos on any of those lanes once they got out of the ramp, and it would have taken away so much of my vision. Self-destructing King's Commander. I don't love to see that, only because that's deguns that can't happen later on. I mean, if you do take it down and leave a few metal in it and res it later, sure, but for some reason that rarely happens. Quite likely because build power eventually gets built around these wrecks and reclaims it automatically. But this will mean T2 comes up a little bit earlier for Behemoth and others. You can see Timmy G handing out T2. It's good and all, but probably will delay their eco build by about 10-15 seconds for every one of these that they are sharing. Do need to be slightly selfish because you want to see this player get to kind of an APHIS stage by the 10-minute mark. They don't have to build any defenses, they don't have to build any units. So you're getting an APHIS, maybe 2 up by the 10-minute mark if you focus that eco. Oh, it's getting dark. Night time's here. It certainly is for me. We're approaching midnight. Looking around the outside of the map in these peasant corners, I do like to see not this happening. 2 T2 labs going down at the same time. Imagine all this metal getting poured into one player, reclaiming this lab, reclaiming that lab. T2 will be up in about a minute, maybe 40 seconds, but no. These guys not communicating. That happening anywhere else. Is not. We're charging mixers though. That is a nice touch here. T2 out for Jelio, Psycho PP. Welcome, guys. Some of the regulars of All Reason No Logic. Over on the right, we can see here these guys doing it right. This is what you want to see. Awesome Solus sharing their eco, building T2 at the same time. Energy is actually their problem right now. And then on the bottom right, oh, it's a bit slow down here. So not looking too healthy, but let's look in the middle. Can someone turn the sun back on? Hardly see. T2 up for every king. There you go. It's actually on the clock. So the oh, don't send your stuff too far forward. Good idea to just build your defenses over here. And up brightness and settings are CBF. T2 out, yeah, for everyone, just the last one coming here. For Bobby, a little bit late. Is this advanced? Yeah, they've been handed T2s. The only problem though, I can build a T2 lab and put 3 constructors out. So if I was in this lane here, I build a T2 lab here. So I'd send 1 T2 constructor down those 3 mixes, 1 down these 3 mixes. Then they're at the front ready to build some T2 defenses by the time the 10 minutes is getting close. And I'll keep 1 back here for my fusion, AFIS conversion, etc. What else to do? After your fusion's up, I like to go fusion, T2 lab, 2 T1 labs for spam. So 1's going down each lane. If I get time, maybe drop down some groundhogs or the Armada equivalent, or Cortex equivalent, I should say. Setting some mines out really helps. You can see this player there has absolutely littered there, front line there. I like that. It stops those first raids, almost as good as units. Obviously they just can't chase after other units. And it's 7.5 minutes. This is where we want to see the peasants starting to build some units. We've only got 122 units selected on the map. You can see Citizen 3 starting to spam out those ticks. If you eco hard for about 7 minutes as a peasant, and then you go straight into your pawns, your grunts, incisors, blitz, you can get quite a few out. We're talking like 30-ish out by the 10-minute mark, just in the last few minutes if you eco well. Especially if you've gone and bought like a T2 constructor off of one of the surrounding things. Peasants, about 60 to 80% ahead in eco. Fluctuating continuously at 50, so not doing fantastically, to be honest. At this stage, we usually see them about 70% behind. King's looking strong. Are there any weak lanes? Potato. 2 minutes left, just starting to put down the T2. Not too bad. This line here, maybe a little bit late, a little bit light. Fusion's just coming up though, going into their second one. I definitely wouldn't recommend that with only 90 seconds left. That's probably a bit greedy. You want to get units at this stage. Plenty of defenses there. What's happening over here? This lane here, maybe a little bit light on. I'm just going to go and grab those rules again for the team. Okay. Final minute on the clock. Going into our third fusion. No AFIS out of this player. 1,000 metal in the bank. Maybe a bit more BP is needed. Have we got any extra units turned on? Yes, we have advanced construction turrets. And thanks to Chrono as well, he's set these so that they chain react. Daylight has risen. The night's looking pretty. Units are building up. Leaving that tower there, sorry. I think that's somewhat okay. It's not too far forward. Going into a bastion. Very expensive investment. And Nixa over here. Hardly any defenses. Oh, it's looking nasty. Those ticks actually picking one of the worst lands to go down with these cacophonies. If they just go left here, that base is open, but ticks are through. Really, they're only pushing the game. One player has pushed, and they're going to make it to the middle. Can you imagine if just like 8 players did this? Peasants, you got to build units. I think they're going to come across this conversion here. Oh, are they going to build? Are they going to? Yes, they are. Build power down. That is huge. One player. There you go, Citizen 3, well done. Dominus. Are there a radar over here? There is definitely a radar. Chasing in are a couple Jags, but the tick's faster. Dominus, D-gun. His commander might actually get to this. There is not a big enough response here. If he can D-gun some of these Jags, gets the gets the conversion, build powers down. Is his comm going to keep walking? It is. I think this is not looking good for the peasants over here, especially with, you don't see aggravators in King of the Hill too much, but they're going to go right at supporting this commander. There you go. He sees the T2 lab. I like the idea of de-gunning the Jags. He might lose the commander, but that has paid for itself. Commander's 1250 metal. Oh, is he de-gunning? Is he de-gunning? This is just hilarious. Is he going to get to the middle now?
Pause.
We have a pause. Is there a issue? Feel free, anyone, take it. If they've left, they've left. What happens when players are usually defeated? Rule breaks? There are rule breaks over here. I will remove them. Okay, I can only, there you go, they're gone. Making sure there's no other rule breaks around the place. So yeah, those are the offensive structures we were talking about. Not gonna notice, I just want to test. Oh no, that's alright. Dominus still there. There's no one trying to. Gonna get so close to that fusions. But I think he's going to be just too far away. Perhaps giving away that commander's position was just a little bit unfortunate. Doing a lot though. Hopefully somebody else gives him another comm, because that was quite OP.
Commander self-destruct.
This is all looking totally fine. Those, I mean, they're a slight bit forward, but they're okay. This Bastion is a rule break. Sorry about that. That Bastion is going to shoot a shot and it's going to be instantly deleted. How unfortunate. Gone. No offensive structures. If it can reach a mech, it's too close. Same for this one here. If you guys want to see the rules, jump over to the AllReasonNoLogic Discord. They're all posted there. Tank Tom has gone and drawn a whole bunch of... This is what you should do. This one's been put back so it can't reach any mechs. There's plenty of distance in between. This player can easily back their units up. That's what you want to see. Is this Rob the Madman? This is Rob the Madman. But should be taking out the build power first. So close. So close. There you go, Dominus has been given another commander. You're going to sneak it in between. There's a few pawns really doing a lot of damage. Oh no. Unfortunate. There's another one coming though. This top left lane is really struggling, but these guys are doing alright. Few tigers going for those mexes. Now need to go for the build power. This stuff will chain react very well, very quickly. Don't go for the T2 lab. Take out that build power. Well played. That's down, that slows this player right down, but unfortunately they are supported by Timmy. Oh, that is Timmy. Timmy's taken that base. These incinerators are just so powerful. Legion pushing in, huge damage range. Range of 725, that is going to be a massive problem with these blitz and ticks. Unless there's a quick reaction out of these Razorbacks, which there is. I don't think it's going to be enough to stop the base going down for Bobby though. You can see taking his commander out. I'd actually love to see this commander be taken right in around through here. There is no radar in the mix for the things here. They could degun or even self-destruct to take out this entire army. The sharpshooter is a good inclusion into this combination, taking out the Razorbacks quite easily. And there we go, fusions going down. Dominus with that extra commander, very powerful there. And it looks like this player has left. Potato or Timmy, does someone want to take? Just slash take. I actually love to see reaction out of this player here. Send your units to the other side of the map, reinforce. You're not getting pushed at all. Chaotic noob. I say that, they have sent a couple razors over. They're going to do well at taking down this incinerator. A couple more units sent over there, and this could easily be pushed back. It's just ticks, spam, a couple incinerators, and Dominus's commander. G's APM though, very much been taken out by this lane. Hate to see a player leave, because even if you're not doing well, even if you get your build power taken out like we saw before, just do it again. Start again. Build up. Doesn't take that long, especially when there's this much reclaim. And that's one of the best things you can build. Build the res bots and just go res your way back into the game. Alright, we're so focused in the middle. What is happening around the outside? Couple AFIS down in that corner. This one's a little bit slower. Lots of fusions though. These guys are getting big, but also producing units. Just noticed on the minimap, we're in with tigers. Trying to get through to that AFIS. Just hitting the fusion wreckage though. So close. Unlucky Altharas. I'm Ruler doing alright. Plenty of defences. I mean, that pulsar is on the cusp. I don't know if that is the reason this got taken out. Just because there's nothing there, I'm not going to delete it, but that would be a rule break. If you do build one that is in reach of the mechs, it goes. These phalanxes really clean up the spam. Area effect is there, taking out large groups of units. This was actually somewhat balancing out. It's very much a struggle on the top left here, but I'm not seeing real breaches into the middle. Huge tick army. It's just going to get cleared up. There's beamers here. Those pulses actually take out a lot. Yeah. Unlucky. Huge amount of T1, but a huge amount of beamers. Just a casual 15, along with those pulses. And that is a metal feed, people. Now we got the sharpshooters working in there, being supported by the smugglers. These are going to be absolutely perfect to clean up these Razorbacks. Razorbacks are out though, so we have Kings doing some damage out here. I'd love to see them split. Me just sending them on a walk command, hoping to get plenty of damage done. Oh no. There aren't any comms luckily here. Here we go. Walking them. Ravens going to D-gun 2. Unlucky. Oh. That's why these guys stopped at 3 APHIS. They are Sol Invictus. Is Potato going to have the APM and the intelligence to put it on invisible to take his commander over there for the D-gun? Currently reclaiming the middle. That's going to keep the commander visible, but it is set to visible, you can see there. Where is the reaction? Commander's trying to chase down, but they don't quite see where it is. Getting player view. I mean, the icon is there and now it is into view. This is a big problem, and you know what? Timmy has not been out of scale, just the 2 APHIS. Not even the biggest eco on the team. Surely these guys just walk the, that's Dominus again. Being given the units by the back line, it looks. One of the trickiest units in the game. That thing is just futuristic. Trying to get into the back of Potato's base. Player view, and we know that APHIS is right there. Oh, he just moves it. He moves it. Now we're going to see a D-gun. Not being supported by any spam. This is a big problem. Speed on this thing is 40 compared to the commander. 38. It's going to be so close. It's going to be so close. As long as he keeps walking. He does, he gets it. That's Potato's base down. And he's come across the fusions now, targeting those conversions first. That is the right thing to do. 2 bases down. This one T3 unit should not have done this much damage. Chain reacting T1 eco there into the wind as well. Chaotic Noob getting that commander out. Is that on Invis? It is, so that will at least clean it up. But is the Sol Invictus going to... Oh, you'd almost want to self-dare now. Yeah, he's done just that. Bus goes down. Ah, the gates are open. Marauders now coming. That is a good choice. Taking away the T3 lab. We do have another Sol Invictus coming. Rob the Madman still trying to get in here. So he is a madman, even though he knows counter intrusion's on. Still doing it. He's caught on his own corpse. Timmy doing fantastic. He's taking, like he's defending from there all the way around to there right now. 3 lanes. Thing still with 5 commanders though. That's why I was saying don't delete any commanders. Don't reclaim them fully. Sharpshooters now walking in. They are seen. Natera's commander is going to do quite well, I think. They would see this though. They can even see its commander. Welders supporting. Kings have done really well. We're up to 25 minutes. I say that. Tigers have not stopped harassing this lane. Altaraz now with some fancy banishes going to somewhat combat these T3 at range while they try and clean up the Tigers. If you can just get in range of this APHIS before his APM catches up. Up to see the Gremlin here, that's going to give some vision. A couple shots and we'll see that Razorback go down. Oh, there's a game ender right there, 6 Kagi in this lane. Timmy does not have what is needed to stop this, I don't think. This will probably help. Rotato. And there's 1 or 2 Titans by Nightmare, I'm sure. Buggies are in. Pero I think just sending, yep, doing the right thing, just sending these all the way around the map. I like to see it. Can he get out there though before this force goes and takes out this lane? He's deleted them. Good sportsmanship. Out. Biggest Eco Tom ruler. Couple Toms. Right, that was Tim. Timmy was out. Potato not wanting the cheats. Kagi's just about going to find this big Eco. Ticks are there though. Bypassing their prime target, unfortunately. I don't think it matters. That is a nice chain reaction. Potato has 1 commander over there, has just been seen. I have no words. I'm glad my computer can actually render this these days. Potato doing well, efficient, a lot of damage. Dominus up there, of course. Markless, well done. And those guys feeding out their units. Alright guys, that's me for the night. We're going to find a channel to rate. It will be the Beyond a Reason official actually, if they're still going. I assume they are. In the meantime, we'll do a after party. Guys, once again, if you like what you see, You might not like what you hear. I'm a little bit monotone. Pradeath left for the night, but hit that follow if you like King of the Hill. And if you want to check out our team games as well, myself and a few other AllReasonNoLogic guys are here most nights. Now, where is the Beyond All Reason official? Let's go raid them. Everyone, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.